I was just saying, I finished Coffee Talk finally.
Oh, give it to us.
Okay. The end was very underwhelming.
Oh.
Very open-ended.
No.
It was a bit of a disappointment. Do you want me to spoil it? Do you guys care?
I don't care.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
It turns out you're a time traveler. Yeah.
Oh.
Because at the end of the game, if you don't do certain things right, to get the full ending, you have to go back and do those things again.
Ew.
Oh.
Why would a coffee maker be a time traveler though?
Apparently, he's kind of like from what I understand.
You are the spaceman.
Kind of. From what I understand, it's like. I know you are. Are you too familiar with the TV show Quantum Leap?
Is that
Quantum
the one with
Leap.
the game?
Hey, what?
Quantum Break?
No,
Quantum Leap.
Oh.
It's an old show from like back in the day, and this guy would go through times, and he would go through time, and he'd be in someone else's body, and his whole thing is he's there to stop tragedy.
Oh.
So like the one I remember is he's like he goes into this actor's body, and that like a week after he got there, that actor would fall off like during a play or something and would like break his leg, and so he's there to not make it happen because they think like someone sabotaged him or whatever.
Yeah.
And that I get the feeling it's
what
like
a
that.
waste of time travel powers. Who gives a fuck about an actor?
Yeah.
And a broken leg.
Yeah, that's the only one I remember. But like, it's always has this moment where
I'm
like
ruined.
he'd start the episode and like, because like obviously as you're watching the show, it's the one guy.
Yeah.
But he'd always like have a moment where he looks into a mirror and he sees what he looks like to everyone else. And there's one famous episode where, and this is a quote, where he wakes up and he looks in the mirror and goes, "I'm retarded."
And it's like this.
He goes, but it was made so long ago they could get away with just saying like, and everyone in the episode is like, "Oh, Johnny is such a retard." Like they're just like it was just It was like the 80s. They didn't care.
But when he looks in the mirror,
Riley, you
like
were born in the wrong time, bro.
Yeah, I know, right? But before he looks in the mirror, there's like this whimsical music playing.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'm retarded." It's like,
because that happens every episode. Like the actor one, he looks in the mirror. He's like, "I'm an actor." You know, that happens every episode. You know, there was like one where he's like, he gets into the guy and he's like midway through a street race and he like skids over and he goes, "I'm a greaser." You know, it's like, and in this particular episode, he happened to go, "I'm retarded."
And there was that episode where he like went into Ben's body and he was like, "I'm gay."
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Might have to beat that out.
2020, guys.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being gay, dude.
Yeah, I know.
You're the one that hyped it. You had a mad 5-year-long handbag, bros. You did a good job. Anyway, Coffee Talk was alright. I enjoyed it.
So
Final
is it
review
like
score?
is it like you play the story and then you just go back and fix what happened?
Yeah, well, it's like at the end, the spaceman comes back to you, and it's been like months since the game ended, and he's like, "Oh, you made a few mistakes," and your guy's like, "Yeah, I did. At this point,
a
I
few
didn't do
shit
this
coffees."
and this." Yeah, essentially, if you make people the wrong drink, or like, there's sometimes where like, for instance, there's this one bit where a girl is like, "Oh, she's trying to like get her fucking book draft done." And she's like, "I need something to keep me awake." And you're like, maybe you should just rest. And she's like, "I can't rest. I got to keep going." And so if you give her something to wake her up, you get the bad ending. But if you make just a random drink to put her to sleep, that's how you get the good ending.
She write like
So you
That
got
one choice.
Yeah, and you just have to try and guess what like a sleepy drink is going to be.
So you just do a roofie some bitch, and that's how you win the game.
Essentially,
Whoa.
yeah. That's the one I remember. There was
is
a
she
few other
writing
choices.
like the new like hate speech Bible or whatever?
No, I don't know. She's writing a fucking novel. I don't know.
Give us your.
Is that the
final
green-haired
review
girl?
score.
Yeah, the green hair girl.
Oh,
Ah.
She's a cutie.
As a graphic novel, I give it a solid 8 out of 10.
oh, it's
As a
gone
game,
up.
as a game, it's like a 3 out of 10 because you don't do anything
Excuse
except make
me.
coffee.
Don't
But
trash
as
coffee
an
talk.
experience, I had quite a fun time.
Okay.